In South Carolina, it's our vision that no first responder walks alone.
Police officers are 2 to 5 times more likely to die at the hands of themselves versus being violently killed. More recently, we've had some studies that we've done with a local department where that number was above a third had suicidal thoughts.
From my perspective, it is incredibly difficult for a first responder to reach out. The South Carolina initiative is placing emphasis on being there before something happens, during, after, and just really being proactive.
It's a real good day when they let us know that something's going on, because that's the beginning. That gives them hope, because we have a lot of help for them.
So my experience as a peer support using the app has been freeing in the sense that if I'm not feeling well enough to reach out, if I do need time for me, it's easier just not to hit the button versus someone calling, hey Tanny, we need somebody. It's more like, yeah, I'm in a good space, I'll take this one. It makes interacting and being a part of the peer team a lot easier because it's less demanding.
Because we have a buildup of trauma. It's not just one thing, although there are some specific cases that stick in your head, and especially ones where you know somebody did something harmful to that child that you can't prove it. Those really stick with you. Occasions come up that make you think about it again. I would know, I would have the tools to deal with it.
So when those anniversaries come around of hard times, hard things, our peer team members can reach out.
Maybe it's the death of a spouse. Maybe it's the death of a child. Maybe it's the date when their partner took their life or their partner was killed. They can be very important moments in the lives of people. Maybe everybody around them has forgotten what day it is, but they haven't forgotten.
I use the anniversary part of the PeerConnect app a lot, go ahead and putting those big events in the moment, setting reminders so that we can go follow up 1 week, 2 week, a month. Because we're really good about doing it 1000% in the moment, sometimes before they can even clear a call, and that's great. But I think in the past we've kind of forgotten about following up 2 weeks, a month later. So this app has really helped us focus on that, which I think is actually even more important than in the moment. Because in the moment so much is still happening, and it's just when the dust settles that we really need to check on them the most.
It's easy to talk about because the app is modeled after how care actually happened. And all these other models have been the person has to initiate the help, or someone from the command staff has to initiate the help. And most people won't initiate their own help, and most people won't necessarily trust when the chief says, get a check-in, because they think it's a fitness for duty. The person owns it themselves, and it's their confidentiality. They own the care, and that's a huge difference. Because I think when you create an app around how people actually behave in the first responder world, it makes a difference, because first responders are very different.
The initiative having the ability to gather data will allow those of us that know the research to run reports to find out what works, what doesn't, and having it be de-identified.
I, as the executive director, can't look in the system and see who's checking on who. I don't have that kind of access. That's huge. That really, again, puts it in the hands of that first responder on how confidential that communication is.
What does it mean for our members to not walk alone? It means that we can curate, we can pick our own peer team of people that we trust or people we're willing to talk to. It means that we can reach out day or night, 24 hours a day.
And everyone who has a cell phone, which is just about all of us, has the app at their fingertips. They can custom build that app to put the people in there they want.
So like in this case, they're able to select who they want to reach out to them, which means the trust is already there. They're not having to overcome a trust hurdle.
I think it's a great testament to our community as a whole that all of the different types of agencies are coming together to take care of first responders. And we're just honored as the coroners within the state of South Carolina to be able to participate in that. There was years ago when I first started, we were all really fragmented. There really wasn't a cohesiveness on how we work together, mental health being not even paramount at the time and not even discussed. And so the fact that we as a cooperative, as a group, as a state are recognizing that our employees, our people are number one and taking care of them and making sure that they're okay so they can continue to do their job and serve their communities is really a good thing.
In the emergency services situations, we all work individually. Then on the scene, we all work as a team. This application and project has allowed us to become one team to support one goal, which is mental health for our employees.
Many times smaller departments can't afford to fund a peer team, but the great thing about it, the beauty of that, is you don't have to.
We currently have over 100 agencies enrolled in PeerConnect statewide. If you think that you can't afford to participate, let me assure you that you can't afford not to. The support and the resources that PeerConnect and the association and our team bring to bear make this not only cost neutral, but this is a project that will be very easy for you to implement. It's critical as a small agency to have these opportunities and these resources available, so we would encourage everybody to take a moment just to reach out and let's see what we can do for you.